who's 13 to 8 on, ridden by Jamie Osborne. 2 is Private Audition, the 1987 Cesarewitch winner, who's apt to sulk a little bit at this game. And he's the 6 to 4 outsider of 2. And despite the sponsors' obvious disappointment, they've very sportingly given both the lad and lass associated with Night Oil and Private Edition £50 instead of just one of them, because they're both so well turned out. So Alan Bates gets £50, the lad associated with Night Oil, they're under orders, and Stephanie Allen gets £50 on behalf of turning out Private Audition so well. And now coming to the first of the 18 fences, with Night Oil, the odds-on favourite on the inside of Private Audition, who's just apt to sulk if he gets detached from his rivals, and so Alan will want to keep him right up to into his bit over the first few anyway. Night Oil lands from Private Audition, who didn't look as though he enjoyed that very much. Richard, what do you feel about this contest?
Well, it's always dodgy, Peter, in a two-horse race, isn't it? Because you want to keep each other company, and thankfully that's what they're doing. The ground here looks to be good. They're just turning over a dividend too. Both horses have been iffy in the past, but I thought they both looked well. If anything, Private Edition was sparkling. But here, turning for the cross fence, it's probably the only tricky fence on the course. They're just slightly running downhill, but they're going to have a bit of fun between them before the final message is laid on the line.
Oh, that was very nearly became a solo circuit, I'm afraid, for Night Oil, as he made a shocking error. Private Audition, the reins went over his head, and Adrian Maguire is doing very well to remain in the contest. He's just not in a very comfortable situation at the moment as they come down towards the next door, as the leader does, Night Oil. He jumps it clear of Private Audition, who jumps that very much to the right. This is the first of the ditches. And Night Oil jumps it well. Private Audition, more collected now, jumps it okay. Night Oil comes down to the next. He's the winner of 5 of his 19 races, and Private Audition is winner of 1 of his 13. That's jumping, of course. Both these boys, Jamie Osborne and Adrian Maguire, in line for their 50s this season. Jamie Osborne, who lands in the lead there, he's on the 46 mark, and Adrian Maguire, who just jumps the fence, having a spectacular season, is on the 48 mark. So the water for the only time. This is number 8 of the 18 fences in all, and Night Oil and Jamie Osborne about 10 clear of Private Audition, whose enthusiasm seems to have been rekindled a little bit now. His ears are pricked, and he's racing on quite happily after that near disastrous error. Still about 10 lengths between them, though. Night Oil, he's earned 25,894 in his career so far, whereas his Pursuer has earned just over 3,000. His Pursuer getting quite a bit nearer too. Night Oil by about 5 now, 5 or 6 from Private Audition, who's decided he's not done with this afternoon. A ditch here. Night Oil from Private, oh, very nearly again. He's not giving Adrian Maguire a very comfortable time, but anyway, the partnership is maintained, and they're not all that distant. Didn't jump that brilliantly either, but he hasn't lost a lot of impetus. In fact, he's still pretty well on the bit, you know, the second. Night Oil from Private, oh, and Private Audition, another appalling error there. It's amazing that he's keeping going as he is. He hasn't had the stuffing knocked out of him at all. This is the last over on the far side. Night Oil from Private Audition. And now a long run to the cross fence, and Private Audition, it's still very much in contention. Night Oil in the blinkers by about 3 from Private Audition. Well, these two lads must be hugging themselves. They've already won 50 quid, and they're still their contests are still very much in contention. Night Oil at the cross fence on private audition, doesn't jump it badly. Adrian Maguire chasing private audition along. I don't think he's getting a lot of response for that. He don't think he cares for being smacked. He says, I'm doing what I can, just leave me to it. And certainly his steering gear is not in an ideal state of repair. Night Oil really looks to have this sewn up now, as private audition makes another appalling blunder, and Night Oil right on the bridle, jumps the last ditch. Clear. He's just got 2 fences now between him and victory, and that's it. He said, I've had enough of this. Had enough of it. You get off. That's it. Yeah. So Night Oil comes to the last in the Byrne Brothers Compton Chase. This is a sponsorship which the cement firm won't forget in a hurry. But anyway, they've been very sporting about it. Night Oil jumps it well and strides up to win this Byrne Brothers Compton Chase very comfortably indeed. The winning owner's prize, 8,164. It's £10,000 700 penalty value, and Night Oil is able to just slow down to a walk. The private audition still down at the third last, and he's extricated himself for the bit of a ditch that he got in there, and seems quite contented with his exploit. So Adrian Maguire is left still too short of his 50. They're reunited. Jamie Osborne on the 47 mark, and the official result of the Byrne Brothers Compton Chase is first Night Oil, and we're just having a look down to see if Adrian Maguire is going to qualify for the 2,182 second prize by having a crack at the last ditch, which is the third from home, to qualify for the minor prize. He's going to turn him, and he's going to have a crack at it. So we cannot yet give you the full result. So they remain united, two to jump now, and Adrian's hunting experience needed here as they come to this solo. Nothing to encourage them to collect £2,182 if they jump one more fence. 2,182 second prize, really well in their sights now. Private audition, the 87 Cesarewitch winner, second to Floyd in the Kingwell hurdle. He's shown he can stay. He's got to stay this afternoon. And that's it. He gets a big cheer. He's got a bigger cheer this afternoon as any of the winners. The result of the Byrne Brothers Compton handicap chase, or not handicap chase, conditions chase. First, #1 Night Oil, owned by REA Bott, Wigmore Street, trained by Oliver Sherwood and ridden by Jamie Osborne. Second, and getting the applause ringing you can hear, #2 Private Audition, owned by Mr. Jeff Hubbard, trained by Ferdy Murphy. It puts them, they stay of course on the 12th winner mark this season, and ridden by Adrian Maguire, and the starting prices as follows.
First, Night Oil, 7-4 on favourite, who beat #2 Private Audition, 6-4 against.